Welcome to this edition of the Jupiler Pro League International Highlight magazine. On match day 32, Club Brugge hosted Seraing, Mechelen took a trip to Leuven, Eupen travelled to Kortrijk, so did Zulte Waregem to Charleroi and Union to Gent. Anderlecht played Westerlo and Antwerp met Cercle. Standard Genk and STVV Oostende rounded up this weekend's games. Stay put, all the highlights of match day 32 are coming to you. Never an easy task heading towards the champion of Belgium. Only a win will do tonight. Transactions need to be a bit quicker. Here is Meyer. Good cut inside by Meyer. Into the feet of Noah Lang. He will shoot Noah Lang. And once again into the hands of Deitch. In the league, giving 5 assists in the process. Here he is. Jupiler takes it further and unable to find Noah Lang there. There he was. Back pass leading to the second goal of Gent. And from then on it went downwards. Here is Jupiler and Deitch. Here come Brugge again. Here is Mata. Deep on that right-hand side, laying off for Ritz, and there is Jupiler. Great save by Deitch. The Frenchman. Wow. What an opportunity for Brugge, the biggest one in this game. And look at that reflex from Guillaume Deitch. Nielsen once again taking shots. Here is Mata. Mata finding Van Aken on the crossbar. And Noah Lang on the rebound. Unable to put a ball between the posts there. And out of nowhere, Van Aken was far away from goal, but headed very well by the Belgian midfielder. This could have been 1-0 for Club Brugge. And does Guillaume Deitch once again touch that ball? A weird ball, but it does get to him. Noah Lang cuts inside. Noah Lang! And another big opportunity for Club Brugge. Once again, Noah Lang, that is a foul. And a goal. Did the ref continue the game? Yes, he did. It's Jupiler. It's 1-0 to Club Brugge. Unexpected, out of nowhere. The defense of Seraing switching off. Jupiler in the middle and Deitch. Another easy catch for the goalkeeper. Some space with Sissoko. A lot of people in the box now for Seraing. And he's on his own, Wagner. And no one defending that second post. Finding Olsen. Skov Olsen cutting inside. Has some space, Skov Olsen. Will shoot and on the post. Skov Olsen, what a return. And nearly making the second goal in this game. You can already see his importance for Club Brugge. Makes it look so easy. The disappointment is real. And it will last for the remaining 2 games. And again on the post this time. Here again, was it Spiliers? And Mechelen, from all people, with a great shot. Lassagne unable to win that duel, and here they come again, Brugge. It's Nusa. Can he make the second of the evening? Nusa, oh, brilliant goal. A chip by Antonio Nusa. And a 2-0 win for Club Brugge. In the dying minutes of this game, he does make the difference. And it is on the assist of Skov Olsen, I believe.
2-0, Antonio! A big battle intensifying for Europe in the Belgian Pro League. The most successful club in Belgian history, trying not to hit the buffers again, eyeing up turning over one of the sensations of the season, who still have the title playoffs as a goal, albeit a fading one. From Lotto Park, Park Astrid, it's Anderlecht against Westerlo. By Maurice. Side netting Kian Vassen, who scored the winner for Belgium's under-21s against Japan the other week. His first caps. So really good break again by Van den Kabers in the middle. Almost fell well for Maxime de Kuiper. Fixel. Great try! And very close from Matthias Fixel. Lovely goal last week against Charleroi. That was almost double it. Van den Kabers creating again superbly. De Baas didn't get it far enough away, and Fixel a bit more curl. And that would have been something special. And it almost was special anyway. Headed out by Maxime de Kuiper. Dreyer. That's a dangerous one from a tight angle by Armstad. And Bolat recovered in time. Was it a cross? Was it a shot? Either way, it could have been a goal. Opportunities for Diawara to smuggle a cross in. That's bounced off a hand. They're the ones that don't tend to be given, but then Union were penalised that way last night. The spectacular almost paid off. Why not have a go? Amusu. He's left himself a bit injured, so that's why not. And definitely the last few transfer windows, he's always looked to be on his way, but he always weighs in with a couple of goals here and there, which are invaluable. And his goal last week still has Anderlecht in a prime position for the playoffs, and that would have helped even more. Madsen, chance to pull it back for de Kuiper. Great ball. Here's the opening, and almost a winner. Van den Kabers denied by Brugge with a brilliant save. Stood up well. Good stop. That was the big moment for Van den Kabers. Ashemeru found well by Rafailov. Anderlecht surviving. That was almost their cue to take a big break and damage Westerlo. Rip-roaring end this is. Van den Kabers, who almost scored a few moments ago. Van Eder's almost scored here. He's met the crossbar. What an opening for Westerlo right at the end. On the overlap, good control, a rasper for Brugge beaten this time and off the bar, and then the downward header by Vetakele, picking up Van den Kabers before that. Dix in the middle, Vetakele, let it run, still there for Brugge, just managed to keep it out. And Anderlecht are holding on now. In the 90th minute, Westerlo are going for the win. It's finished 0-0. And Anderlecht stay in 9th place with 2 games to go and are in serious danger now of missing the playoffs. Westerlo have got another big result against a big name side. They stay in 7th, they go level in points with Standard in 6th. $22 points dividing Standard Liège and Racing Genk. Standard staying 6th after Westerlo's visit to Anderlecht earlier today. So for the Roosters, a big chance to go within 3 points of the title playoffs. Boniface setting up Jean-Thierry Lazare for the opener after a minute. That's a backhander, which is well saved by Bodar, and almost an own goal by Bacardi. Well denied. Balikwisha, there's a cross and a half. Decent head away by Patrick Ozowski, who international-wise has slipped down the pecking order slightly for Slovakia at the moment. Here's a good opening. Donham teeing it up. Zinkernagel just over the top. Donham poked it forward. Now O'Hire's in a good position to get it in low. Zinkernagel puts Standard Liège in front. Ohio close to his third in 2 games. But when Van der Vaart could only parry it, it was right in line for Zinkernagel. And now here comes Standard again. And remember, that back four is a bit unsettled. And Zinkernagel's in again. And was he taken down by Preciado? Penalty. An incredible couple of minutes. And Genk are totally unsettled. A big moment in Standard Liège's season. They lead Genk 2-0. 2 goals in 5 minutes. Well converted.
De 10 à 17h dans l'espace du club à faire en tribune 2. Si vous êtes à la recherche d'un emploi, votre participation.
And now there's a flare which has come down, a couple of flares close to the pitch and one on the pitch now. Tight angle. What a stop by Bodar to make sure it didn't creep in. Paintsel storming in. And here goes Malajone. Right through for Chanak. Here's an opening for Donham. Plenty looking for it. Good try. Just wide from Filippo Malajone. Somewhat significantly. Preciado pulled it in. Aiden, what a stop that is. Paintsel stopped at El Haj. Bacardi, heroic. What a couple of brilliant blocks that was. Genk close to getting right back into it. Tresor went for it directly. Off the woodwork. Off the line then. Stopped by Fossey. Standard have shown their intentions. Standard Liège are well in the hunt for the title playoffs. 3 points down with 2 games to go.
Mathematically, OHL can still grab a Euro playoffs ticket. Mechelen is not sure of safety yet. Enough reasons to fight for a win. After 3 minutes, a good move on the right side by Altamari. The ball bounces around and comes to Donora, who puts in the first goal of this game. Nine minutes in, Martens creates space for himself and hits the post. Luckily, Opoku is there to score on the rebound. It's 2-0. In the additional time of the first half, another good move by OHL. De Norre is launched on the right side. He crosses to Opoku, who tries a back heel. He hits the post. And in the second half, minute 56, Torsteinsen passes to Martens, who unleashes from distance and scores. It's 3-0. OHL seem to be on fire this game. Four minutes later, another goal for OHL. Opoku sends a long ball to Altomari, who scores with ease. It's 4-0 in minute 60. This game already seems over. One minute before the end of this game, Heremans allows Mechelen to score a consolation goal with a smart lob. It's 4-1, but the goal comes too late for Mechelen. There is still hope for OHL to reach the playoffs, but their fate is no longer in their hands. Two teams who just find themselves above the red zone, with Eupen needing to win just a bit more than their hosts Kortrijk. 5 minutes in, Peters gets rid of a few opponents and sets up Andri. He shoots, but the ball hits the wrong side of the post. Eight minutes later, Charles Cook dribbles a whole defense of Kortrijk and goes to score, but the VAR comes in and cancels the goal due to a previous handball from Andri. Then in minute 32, Selemani reaches the box and crosses to the second post, where Messaoudi and Avenatti are waiting. It reaches Avenatti, but he heads this just with no results. In minute 56, a free kick by Peters. Vandenberg can parry it very nicely to keep the 0 on the scoreboard. Then 6 minutes later, Selemani escapes from his defender and shoots, but his shot goes off target. In minute 69, Kortrijk doesn't seem to give up. This time Messaoudi with a screamer, but he hits the bar. A big opportunity for Kortrijk. A goalless draw in the Golden Sporen Stadium. Kortrijk are almost saved. Eupen still have a margin of error, but must stay alert. Zulte Waregem need points to stay away from the red zone, while Charleroi is on the edge of the playoffs. A win was mandatory for both teams. 12 minutes in, a goal for Zulte Waregem. Or not, Coffee is convinced he saved it on the line. The replay confirms and points out a hands foul from Gano. It's no goal for Zulte Waregem. In minute 27, a bad ball from Knežević sets up a counter-attack for Zulte Waregem. Undur rushes to goal and scores. It's 0-1 for the visitors. Then in the second half, minute 65, a first opportunity and first goal for Charleroi. Knežević header hits the post via Bostin, but Bayo scores on the rebound. It's 1-1. Eight minutes later, Eli Maharitra sets up Mbenza, who puts Charleroi ahead. It's 2-1 for the Zebras. Then in minus 80, Zulte Waregem won't give up. Fadera brings back hope to the visitors with a very good goal. It's 2-2. Before the end of this game, Bayo shoots from distance. The ball crashes on the bar. It's unlucky for the Ivorian. But then in minute 96, it's Felice time. Damien Mark crucifies his former team after a bit of confusion. He hands Charleroi the win. It's 3-2 for the Zebras. Mission accomplished for Charleroi, who reintegrate in the top 8. Zulte Waregem is not condemned yet, but it won't be simple to remain in first division. Gent wants to secure 4th place, while Union wanted to keep the pressure on Genk. An interesting game awaited us in the Galamco Arena. Only 1 minute in and it's a bad start for Gent. Boniface fools Samoise and serves Lazare, who scores the opener. It's 0-1 for Union. A couple of minutes later, Gent reacts. Odija passes to Kuipers, who shoots, but Morris saves. And in the 5th minute, Adingra comes from the left and shoots, but Nardi with a good save. Union are looking very dominant in the opening minutes. Then in the second half, minute 71, Nieuwkoop finds Leinen, whose header goes off target. Union just missing out on their double lead. Five minutes later, Morris saves the day for Union once again. A first try by Kuipers, saved by the keeper. Castromontes is there on the rebound, but it's Morris again denying Gent a goal. But then the VAR comes back on the action. The ball touches Leinen's arm. The ref will point to the spots. It's a penalty for Gent. Top scorer Kuipers keeps his cool and scores the equalizer. It's 1-1. Gent have now joined Bruges in 4th position, while Union are now 2 points away from the leader. The Champions playoffs are secured for Antwerp, but they could still grab the 1st or 2nd spots. Cercle Bruges still have hopes to clinch a spot in the Euro playoffs. "42 minutes in, Ueda can't control the ball properly. Boho does find Hotic, who beats Buté. It's 0-1 for the visitors. No clean sheet for the French goalie today. And in the second half, minute 57, Vermeeren manages to create some space in the box and shoots. His shot's just going wide. One minute later, this time it's Janssens who shoots. The Dutchman's shot just goes wide. Antwerp seem to be edging closer to the equalizer. Then in minute 62, Kirk hits the ball in a magnificent way to score. The lad was in an offside position in the first part of the action. It's no goal for Antwerp. In minute 72, Antwerp have a free kick. Popovic wants to clear the ball with his knees, but puts it in his own net. It's 1-1 after some disappointing defending. Then in minute 83, the ref is called to the screen. The VAR has seen a handsball by Sommers. Antwerp receive a penalty. It's Toby Alderweireld who will take it. He scores his 3rd goal in 2 games and hands Antwerp 3 points. Antwerp keep the pressure on Union. Cercle remains in a race for playoff 2. Oostende are desperate and need points to survive. STVV still have a small chance of reaching the playoffs. 5 minutes in and the first opportunity is for the visitors. A good deep ball comes to Batsner, but Schmidt is alert. Then 6 minutes later, a free kick by Bruno reaches Texera, who is left alone. He heads in the opener. It's 1-0 for STVV. 41 minutes in, Bocat dribbles in the box. Douala with a light push, but enough for the ref to point to the spots. It's a penalty for the home team. Bruno will score and doubles the lead for STVV. It's 2-0 to the Canaries. In minute 62, too much space is given to Wright in midfield. He combines nicely with Hara and scores the 3rd goal in this game. Then a couple of minutes later, STVV has a counter-attack. Koita sets up play on the left, passes to Hashioka, who can cross to Bruno. It's a brace for the striker and his 17th goal of the season. Oostende's defense seemed to be crumbling this game. The locals can move the ball around in the box way too easily. Dumont puts the cherry on the cake and makes STVV's 5th goal of the evening. Oostende is not relegated yet, but the road to salvation will be a rocky one. And here are the results of matchday 32. Bruges officially sent Seraing to 2nd division, a large win for OHL against Mechelen, no goals in the draw between Kortrijk and Eupen, Charleroi won against Zulte Waregem, Gent and Union drew, so did Anderlecht and Westerlo, a win for Antwerp and Standard against Cercle Bruges and Genk. STVV beat Oostende on the final match of the weekend. In the standings, Union are now 2 points away from Genk, while Bruges are tied with Gent in 4th place. Anderlecht got ejected from the top 8 by Charleroi. Seraing is now officially relegated, and Oostende and Zulte Waregem are likely to be their travelling companions to 2nd division. Next week, on matchday 33, we'll have games such as Standard, Charleroi, Genk, Anderlecht and Westerlo Club Brugge. Thanks for watching and see you next Monday.